Hey YouTube, it's jurracmaster. I know this isn't Jurrax, all that. I'm gonna say it now. I'm not gonna do just Jurrax because, I don't just play Jurrax. I like other decks. I mainly focus on Jurrax here, so don't freak out like, oh, he's quitting on Jurrax. He's not doing what he said he would. No, I'm just messing around with other decks and whatever. I have plenty of other decks I don't profile here because it's just kind of, I don't want to just put decks up to try to get views and whatnot. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys mainly with Jurrax, mostly. But as you guys know, we're not really getting any new cards for Jurrax specifically. So I'm just gonna do some other decks like that I haven't seen played as much, or new decks, or decks I think are fun occasionally. Just like pick up a few new archetypes and whatever, so that I can show you guys a few more things that you might be interested in, other than just Jurrax. So here's the lavals that are out right now. I've tried to build a deck for those of you that want to try playing lavals as they are right now, even though they will get way better with more dual terminals. So currently I would run in the extra deck, on top of whatever else you want to run, I'd try to run 2 of each of the Laval synchros, mainly because right now we don't have too many synchros. We only have these 2. They're both like probably the best Laval synchros, 2 of the top 3 in my opinion. I don't remember how many there are, but there's the other level 6 guy that searches people, and then that's about it for the top synchros for this deck. You guys should know that this thing is kind of like a little mini Bryonic, and this thing protects itself on top of putting a card into your grave for you, hopefully a Laval, so that way you have more Laval names in your grave. Very useful, both of them, and I'm only putting 2 of each in right now instead of maybe 3 of one or whatever, because we don't have as many tuners right now that'll work. So I've decided to make this build mostly lavals, because that's kind of what I feel it should be right now. Give me a break, it's my first time building the deck without having everything on Dueling Network and everything. So I'm playing 1 Judgment Lord, just for the name. Its effect is really bad, and you can tribute for it and make it come out. So it's just kind of a 27 beater that you have to tribute for. Its effect is really pretty bad. If they have swords up and you want to burn them, that's fine, but... And I have 3 forest sprites, decent ability. Mainly it's just a Laval tuner that eventually will be able to rekindling, but right now rekindling doesn't really work too well in the deck because it has 1 target that's a Laval, and I'm not running another target for it because it's just kind of bad. It's that stone guy, the rock, whatever. He's pretty bad. He's not bad, but he's not a Laval, so it doesn't work out too well. So I have 3 Laval Millers. He is like the best Laval we get, in my opinion. He dies by battle and sends 2 Lavals from your deck to the grave. So he basically sets up everything. If you can get this guy, most of your people, their effects require 3 Lavals in the grave. So he is there to help you. He does whatever you want him to. So you get 2 Laval burners, kind of like a Cyber Dragon. You have 3 or more Lavals with different names in your grave. You can special summon them. So there is no limit on how many you can summon in a turn. There's really no limit on it except the 3 Lavals. You don't have to have no monsters, I don't think. No? Yeah, so he can just kind of be special summoned if you have the Lavals set up. So I'm put him at 2 because I don't want him clogging the hand first turn and getting you to lose. You don't really need more. Especially when you get everything for the deck, you don't need more of it. So 3 Laval warriors, they're kind of a beat stick that has a little enough Lavals in the graveyard you burn when you kill something like that. It's just kind of burn, and I use it for its laval name and the fact that it's a beat stick, so that's why it's at 3 instead of maybe 2 or 1, just because the beat sticking is what I need on top of the laval name. This guy has a decent laval helping ability. I don't use him when all of the lavals are out, because he himself is not a laval. But he gets over annoying 1900 attackers that, like Doomcal, Thunder Kings, all those really pesky things that you really just don't want to face. So he kills those, he bumps heads with 21s like Cyber Dragon, all that. So, and now a card that I really hate having to run, but I think it's probably one of my better options here. I was thinking about running babies over these. I have 2 Soaring Eagle above the Searing Land, so I was thinking about running babies over these for the pumping and the fact that they're still a level 1 fire tuner. But what I ended up doing was using this because it is laval support. It works with the lavals, and it gets removed from play after it removes from the field while it uses its effect. So basically, if you have enough lavals in the grave, it's typically 3, sometimes 4 or 5, but this one I believe is 3. You have 3 or more lavals with different names. Then you can special summon it after it's used for a synchro. So it's just a retuner, basically, and when it leaves the field after its effect is used, it's removed from play. So it comes back to be used again and then gets removed, which I like things being removed in this deck. It's very helpful. And finally I have 3 Fire Dogs, because Fire Dog is able to grab the 2 tuners of the deck. These both get grabbed, so you can immediately, with Fire Dog and either of these, go into this with those, or that with those. So it works for synchroing in the deck. Fire Dog gets much better in the deck when we get more, and Rekindling will be playable, but as you can see there's only one with 200. He has 0 defense, which is another reason I don't like him that much. If he had 200 defense, he'd be a little more playable. So that was another reason I was thinking about putting in Baby. I was going to try to throw in some Flame Bells, but I didn't want to splice Lavals and Flame Bells together completely, so I just threw in the Fire Dogs. So Rekindling doesn't really work yet with these guys unless you put in Flame Bells to help them. So that's the monster lineup. I believe that's 18 monsters, and this is going to be a kind of long video. I might make it 2 parts, depends on how long it takes me, because the monsters did take me a while. So without wasting more time on this, that's the monster lineup. The spells and traps are a little less need for explaining, so I might not actually explain them that much. Foolish, because Lavals need to get into the graveyard. Reborn. Dark Hole. Book. Trunade. 3 Lances for some support, because Lance is just a pretty good card and I like running it. 2 Searing Firewall. It's kind of like a scapegoat. Quick play, you can remove from play any number of Laval monsters from your graveyard to special summon that number of Laval tokens. They're just level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense, and they come out in defense position. So it's helps for removing from play, getting those things to go off, and it just kind of helps the deck in general. You can use it to stall, you can use it to tribute. You only really have 1 tribute. Synchroing is another big deal. So you get Burial from a Different Dimension helps, especially now when we don't have as many things like Cannoneer or whatever that bring them back from the remove from play. So that's why that's in there. It gets them back if you need them there. And I'll get on to the traps. Got Solemn, 2 warnings, Mirror Force, Torrential, 2 Trap Stun, 2D Prison, Return from the Different Dimension, and Molten Whirlwind Wall, which is a continuous trap that pumps up all your lavals by 100 for each laval in your grave. I know lavals like to be removed from play too, so it's not the best. I threw it in here because it's a little more beat stick support when a lot of the lavals that we currently have aren't the stronger ones. We got some 1800 guys, you have your Fire Dog is in here, but other than that, don't really have as many of the stronger guys or whatever. It's a lot more synchroing and whatever. And not to mention, our synchros aren't the strongest. He's 2000 attack, for you guys that don't know. So, he is one that you want to protect, because he's very good. That's another reason the lances are in here, because they're spell and trap protection and attack protection. So, pretty standard trap lineup, these two being the exceptions. You don't run those in most decks. You do run them in a lot of them. Not this one, obviously, but this one at least goes in quite a few decks. Just a few things I want to say that are a little unrelated to the deck itself. I did end up getting a playset or more of every Dual Terminal 5 card, because I got them for a pretty good deal. $1, literally $1 for each Dual Terminal 5 card, and I bought 3 of each like that. It added up, 50 Dual Terminal 5 cards, had to get a playset of each, but it was a really good deal. So I'm probably going to get rid of some Gem Knight stuff and Violon stuff, because I'm not really interested in those. I like the lavals. So, and one more thing, if you guys, when you watch my videos, could just like them. It doesn't take you very long, but it would really help my channel out. It would get me closer to the front page on all of the Jurrac searches and whatnot. So if you could just take a second to like this video, and when you're watching my other videos, if you could just like them too, it would really help me out. I don't want to sound like I'm just begging for likes, but I am just starting up, so my videos aren't viewed as often. But if you guys would just take the second to like my videos, it would really help my views a lot, and I'd get up there. Because, like, likes help no matter what, but especially early on when you're just starting up, and I only have 40 subscribers right now. I really do need you guys to like my videos, especially you subscribers. Subscribe if you like my channel. I don't want to ask you to subscribe if you don't, but if you do like the videos, please just like it. I mean, if you subscribe to me already, you probably like them and just don't think to like the videos. So, while you guys are watching the videos, please just like them. It really would help me out a lot. I think the most likes I've gotten on a video before is 3. So, as you guys might tell, I'm probably not going to be on the first page of a search, unless you search specifically for me. And even then, I'm like halfway down the page, so it would really help me out, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching my channel. I hope you like the lavals. When more dual terminals come out, they will get more support and be a very good deck in my opinion. Very similar to Flame Bells, and I did like Flame Bells. So, thank you for watching.